Hey, it's been about 10 days since I've gotten to give you one of these golden afternoon, late afternoon, close to sunset, not quite there, but it's a slow 49ers weekend. It's just the way that we like it because the draft is going to be happening this time next week. In fact, this time next week, the draft will have just wrapped up and the 49ers are going to be adding undrafted free agents. So time for a little bit of a calm before the storm. But I could share with you my two favorite 49ers prospects because this whole pre-draft process of getting to know all these players is coming to an end. We can finally sort through some of the clues. We can finally see who the 49ers might like, who might fit, who might be realistic, what they might do. I'm going to go through all the visits in a different video. This one, I just want to show you guys a little bit of San Francisco on a glorious Saturday and talk about my two favorite guys. One of them is Roger Rosengarten, right tackle from Washington. There's a big misconception about Roger Rosengarten that he had to play right tackle, that he wasn't good enough to play left tackle. He actually played throughout all of high school and his first couple of years at Washington at left tackle. They only moved him to right tackle because they had a left-handed quarterback, Michael Penix Jr., and that lefty QB needed his blind side protected. So they preferred Roger Rosengarten in a way over Troy Fautanu, who's the left tackle, who's going to be picked higher in all likelihood than Rosengarten. But on top of the fact that he was entrusted with blocking the blind side for a good QB, Roger Rosengarten didn't give up a single sack, over 610 pass blocking snaps his senior year. He is the fastest tackle in this draft. He has outside zone experience, a lot of it in outside zone because he played under Ed McCaffrey, who basically took the Shanahan Playbook. I literally took the Shanahan Playbook from the 49ers in Denver in the 90s and applied it at Valor Christian, which is Christian McCaffrey's alma mater. Roger Rosengarten played with Luke McCaffrey, with Dylan McCaffrey, the two younger McCaffrey brothers, and Joe Staley trained him, and Joe Staley might be the fastest offensive lineman of all time. I just think that you combine all those things, especially the pass protection that they entrusted ahead of Penix. 49ers want to entrust good pass protection to somebody like Rosengarten ahead of Purdy. Take all those things. I think it's a good formula for the 49ers alike. Other player that I think matches the 49ers really well, and I'm not here to tell you the obvious names, the first and second rounders. In fact, they only, based on our records, have only hosted one projected first rounder. That's Marshawn Mealand, but that's not my other favorite player. It's Sione Vaki. Vaki is a safety out of Utah who also played running back. Not overly fast. I think the metrics say 4.6 40, but he's a football player. And the fact that he was able to play on both sides of the football as effectively as he did at a high level of college football, I think says a lot about Sione Vaki. They need another safety. They need to replenish that pipeline. Tano Hufanga is going to be entering his final year under contract. Sione Vaki could be I think, a versatile player that gives Brandon Staley a lot of what he wants in the back end. Adaptable secondary is big for the 49ers. You might be able to get Vaki in the 5th or the 6th round. Spend a money spot for the 49ers. So those are my two guys. This is my city, San Francisco. To take a look, there's the Golden Gate Bridge. I wanted to stay away, shielded from the wind, but I think the wind has quieted down. We just got out of that water. Really nice swim. It was choppy, and then it turned really still later in the afternoon. You don't normally get that in San Francisco. Of course, we can look up toward Russian Hill. I'll leave you guys with some scenes from the city. Those are my two favorite 49ers prospects on this quiet weekend, the quiet before the storm of the NFL draft.